Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another one, obviously. Today I got some noodles, ramen noodles. So, what did I get? So on this side, I've got hot chicken flavoured ramen, but that's it there. I'm going to keep it real again. Obviously, you know, I can't handle the spice, but it come with the red sauce that was in the noodles that I ate last time, the really spicy ones. So I split that between the two of them because I'm just not. But the other one, which I tried this one yesterday, it's really nice, is that one. It's like a hot chicken ramen, but it's got cheese in it. It's quite cheesy, to be fair, and I don't like cheese too tough, but it's actually not that bad. It was quite nice yesterday. I did a little live on it. I don't know if you saw. And then to go with it, I just got some chicken wings. So, yeah. It's chicken. It got a bit sticky because I was having a mare with my camera trying to fix it because I feel like it was a bit wonky. This one I haven't had before. Basically just looks like veggie bits and hot sauce because there weren't much seasoning to go on this one. Let's see what this one is saying. Don't really taste that much. It's nice. It's just hot. It's just spicy. But these ones are nice. The cheesy ones, they're really nice. Let's see if I can share with you guys. Here, have a bite. You know you want some. So hungry. So, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Shakira and this is Munch with Shak. Chomp and chat. Basically, I eat and just talk nonsense or tell stories. And talking of stories, I have a story for you guys today. Finally, I'm going to talk about the worst date I ever had, basically. And we won't use his name, but we'll find him a new name. But, hold on. Only a few people know this story, and one of my best friends, he always makes me tell the story. But let's just get right into it. Let's have a chicken wing first. So I actually found these, I didn't order these offline. There's a Korean, like an oriental shop in Hackney, Mare Street, is red. And they've got like all the different noodles in there. The ones I ate before, all the other ones that you see on like challenges and all that stuff is all in there. So if you guys want to try it and you live near Hackney, give it a go. The noodles, the ramen noodles are nice. It's just a hot sauce. It's too hot. When you see that red packet in there, taste a bit first. Don't put it all in your noodles. You might ruin it, especially if you don't like hot food. But anyway, let's get to it. I really feel like this is lean. Is it lean? Or is it just me? Jelly bits. I don't like jelly bits. Just gonna leave that there. Oh, I didn't get tissue. Alright, yeah, so this was probably a good few years ago. Well, I'm 26 now. I must have been, what, 22? I'd say about 22. So, went raving with my cousins. I think we went to Coronet, bashment party. If you know, you know. That used to be the one till they shut it down. So yeah, went Coronet, was at a bashment party event. It was good, obviously. Outside in the smoking area now. And I don't know how I even ran into him, but I ran into him. We're going to call him... Okay, so before I tell you how I'm going to call him this name, he had ADHD. Now, having ADHD is not a problem, but his D was just a bit too much for me. So we're going to call him the Tasmanian Devil, because this guy was forever just... Like, just... Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, I met Taz outside in a smoking area. I don't even know how we got talking, but it was like me and the girls, and then he came in and just kind of joined in the conversation, whatever. It was cool. Then the girls went back inside and left me outside with him. We got talking. I was quite drunk. We got talking, chatting away. Went back inside, danced a few times with each other. Back out in the smoking area, talking again, whatever. It was a really nice vibe. And somehow, in the drunkenness, we ended up kissing. And he wasn't a bad kiss, it was alright still. Anyway. So whatever, exchange numbers, cool, like cool. We're gonna get to know each other. Okay, cool. So like, I think in the first week we spoke quite often, we was talking a lot. I don't think I like this one. In the first week, we was talking quite a bit, texting, calling, whatever. And, like, he was good conversation. The conversation was flowing. It was great. And then there was one day... No. Hold on. I'm skipping stuff. So, yeah, what happened was... I think we exchanged numbers. And I was out and I was with some people. I was chilling or whatever. I was busy, basically. And he called me. And it was like, he was like, oh, hi, it's Taz from the other day. So I was like, oh, hey, whatever. And I was like to him, like, I can't talk right now. I'm busy. Why? What are you doing? That's the first red flag, by the way. There's a few flags in here. I'm just letting you know. But I'll explain why I... Just wait. Why, what are you doing? So I was like, I'm busy, like I'm with my friends, like I'm busy. Busy doing what? So I was like, anyway, I'll see you later, bye, and I hung up the phone. This guy, don't know me from nowhere, you know, text me something, I'll never forget it. It was something along the lines of, what kind of breed of weird are you? You're living in broke mum, having minimum wage, all this stuff, yeah. I think I saved it because it was so funny. And anytime I was having a bit of a bad day, I used to look at that. So, any text message from him, that's the second red flag. But me being a idiot, didn't pay attention to it, basically. So, when he sent me that, I think I probably responded LOL or left it at that. Anyway, a few days later, he called me. And it was kind of like, hi. Especially after that message, it was kind of like, can I help you? But I don't know how, but we ended up getting into conversation. And then from then, he was really good conversation. Like, the conversation was always flowing. We was talking, like, when I was at work, when I had a break, I'd call him. Or when I was at home, I'd be on the phone to him all evening or whatever. This guy told me he was he worked in events or planning events or something like that. So I was thinking, okay, cool. And at this point, I think I was probably like a year into my bus driving because I had not long started. I started at 22. So it's probably the same year I started bus driving because I remember it so well, but I don't remember the time. But I feel like, yeah, it was around when I first started bus driving, which was at 22. Excuse me. So, any break that I had, we would talk, like, conversation was flowing. It was great. It was good. Like, he was good conversation. And obviously, it was in his favour that he was a good kisser because I kissed him at the rave. Anyway. We decided to meet up. Cool. it's been a week, it's been good conversation, why not, we'll meet up. So he's like, oh, I want to take you out to eat, whatever. So I was like, alright, cool, why not? Anyway, so the plan was, by the way, he lived in South. So yeah, so no offense to people from South, yeah. I personally haven't met anyone that lives in South that wasn't a bit different, just a bit. I don't know if the water's different or something in the air, I don't know. But I haven't met someone from South who just weren't like the usual circle that I'm used to, basically, we'll put it like that. So yeah, so obviously he lived in South, and so we decided that basically we're going to go out to eat, but he was going to meet me on my bus. So he met me at Liverpool Street, got on my bus, cool, went upstairs, whatever, fine. At first I was kind of like, why are you upstairs? But whatever. And then, so yeah, and I was on my last trip, so basically when I go back, I was finishing. So I gave him my, he got on my bus. When we got back, he went to the shop, and because I knew I was meeting him, I bought a change of clothes and stuff like that. So when I got back to work, signed off, changed my clothes, he went to like Tesco's or something. He went to the shop basically. So this guy, yeah, calls me. Either I called him or he called me. Cause basically I was ready. I got changed. I was in my car. I was waiting for him. On the phone to him now, I can hear this guy getting stopped by security in the Tesco's because he stole something. So I was thinking, oh my God. I remember he was like, I'll call you back. I remember I called my cousin straight away and I was like to my cousin, oh my God. Like, I don't know. At this point, I was still okay, but I kind of felt like I didn't want to go out with him anymore. So I was texting my cousin like, oh my God, like, can you call me with an emergency? Like, this guy was just on the phone to me and I could hear him getting him stopped by security for stealing something. He reckons it was a joke and he was joking. But I was thinking, how embarrassing, and why? Who's stealing for a joke? What kind of joke is that? We was figuring out how to plan out, like, how we was going to do this. And then he started walking over, so I was like, oh my God, I go. So I messaged her and I was like, call me with an emergency soon. But for whatever reason, we didn't finish the conversation and it didn't happen. Anyway, so we're in the car now. I'm not even eating, I'm too busy chatting. I think he had told me that he had ADHD as well, but I mean, it didn't really bother me, I didn't care. Yeah. I already met you and I've been speaking to you all week and you were a cool person to me, so I weren't really bothered. And obviously, at the time, I didn't really know much about it. So, yeah, I just didn't really know much about it. Comes back to the car, whatever, we're driving. I think we was going to Pizza Express, but we was going to Pizza Express down his side. So, down south side. So, cool. Driving down the road, everything's great, cool. Playing a bit of music. It's a little bit hyper, but it's cool, like. But obviously, I'm someone who, I embarrass easy. And he's there all, like, singing, dancing, swinging his arms out the window, like, doing all this to other people. And I'm just there, like, a little bit, like, embarrassed, because I embarrass easy. But after a while, he was starting to get on my nerves, because it was, like, just, like, calm, like, chill, basically. He was starting to get on my nerves. So then, at some stage while I'm driving, because obviously I'm driving down to his side, so it's at least an hour's drive. I'm tired from work. I'm a bit pissed that I'm on the phone to you and I can hear you getting stopped by security, and then you're out here swinging your arms out my window like some hooligan. So yeah. So it gets to a point now, I think he asked me for a cigarette. And at this point, I'm sure I only had like 2 left, yeah? And I weren't stopping anytime soon because obviously the journey was a bit long. I was hungry as well, that's it. I was a bit pissed. I was pissed already because I was hungry. Now, when I'm hungry, I'm a wiener, okay? I whine, I'm miserable, I'm moany. I ain't happy. I'm hungry, innit? Oh, that's better. Yeah, so when I'm hungry, I'm not the happiest person, basically. Cool. So I was a little bit miserable because I'm hungry. You're somewhat getting on my nerves. Like, you've just been caught stealing in Tesco's. Whatever. Cool. Anyway, he asked me for a cigarette. Ooh. Like I said, I think I was on my last two. And he don't really smoke. So I was thinking, why do you want one? But whatever, just take it. So cool. Gave him a fag. So he lights it, starts smoking it, and he's hanging his hand out the window. 2 seconds later, oh shit, I dropped it by accident. At this point, I'm just like, fake. Like, you're getting on my nerves. You just dropped one of my last 2 fags out the window. You don't smoke. You didn't need it in the first place. Like, everything was just getting on my nerves because I was hungry. Okay, so we get to, we get down to his sides. We get to the Pizza Express. Now, any normal person who goes into a restaurant, you wait at the, like, you walk in, you wait at the door, don't you? You wait to be served, or you wait for someone to tell you, oh, you know, you find your own table, whatever, whatever. So, obviously, I'm standing at the door waiting to be seen or served. My guy walks through, what, can't I get a table round here? Just walking through the restaurant, walking past people, making bare noise, and obviously, like... I'm so embarrassed, and at the same time, whereas I embarrass easy, I'm still polite. Like, I'm not someone who could just think, you know what, forget this, I'm leaving. Like, I can't deal with this guy. Like, I'm just gonna go. So I basically made myself suffer for it. So then I'm like to him, like, come back here. Like, have you not been to a restaurant before? Like, you wait to be seated. What are you doing, sort of thing. And obviously I've been moody now because I'm hungry, and little things that he's been doing have been pissing me off. So I'm like, cool. Get a table, order our food, and the waiter's come and gone, whatever. Anyway, this guy then pulls out, I don't know if it was a Cherry B or a Magnum. I think it's a Cherry B. Pulls a Cherry B out of his pocket, pours it in the glass, swishing it around, doing all of this nonsense. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like I said, I'm pissed because you've just been getting on my nerves. I don't like that one. I don't know if there's some big bits of something in it. And nah, I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. Anyway, I did the drink thing, fine. Whatever. I don't know why, but why are you pulling out a drink out of your pocket and pouring it in the glass? Or do a drink, like, this is a date? Cool. Then he's huffing and puffing, doing all of this stuff, yeah. So I'm like to him, and then he's like, I don't know, he all of a sudden he like turned into a child, like flinging his arms this way, flinging his arms that way. At one point, this guy, his arms and head was basically on the floor, like we was in one of the booths, and he was hanging off the side, doing all of this, like some, like, what are you doing? Like, chill out, like, what are you actually doing? So I was like to him, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you, just chill, like, just relax. Hear what my man said to me. I still can't believe it. Well, what do you expect me to do when you act like a total bitch? Oh, excuse, pardon? Sorry. I'm sorry, what? What do you expect me to do? I was like, did you just call me a bitch? He's like, yeah, you've been moody all evening. I'm like, yeah, because you're acting like, what's, like, chill. First you get stopped at Tesco's for stealing shit, then you drop my fag out the window, and then now you're acting like a complete child, like you can't wait 10 minutes or however long it was for your food. You're flinging your arms, yeah, like, what do you expect? Like, that's another red flag. At that point, I should have left, but obviously I'm too polite, but I'm polite where it's stupidness, because, like, I should have left. I was younger, okay. I was just trying to be polite. That will never happen again. I will leave. If that ever happened to me now, I would leave. So anyway, the food comes now, guys. He ordered, I think I got lasagna, and he ordered a pizza. If you ever saw how this guy was eating his food, he was eating his food like he's never ever been told or shown how to sit round a table and eat your food. I'm not saying you need to know, you know, like them fancy tables where you've got like 10 forks and 10 spoons and this spoon's for this and that fork's for that. I'm not saying you need to know all of that, but you need to know what your knife is for, what your fork is for, and what a spoon is for, okay? And if you're eating pizza, fair enough. Like, you don't need a knife and fork, but cut up your pizza. This guy didn't cut the pizza. He's picked up the whole pizza, talking to me with it in both of his hands, just... And that's how he's eating and chatting to me. And I'm just thinking that I can't even hear what you're saying because of the whole, everything that's just going on in front of me right now. I just, like, it stresses me out to even think about it now. And I just think, you're such an idiot. Why didn't you leave? And the thing is as well, I thought about leaving, yeah. But I couldn't turn around and lie and say, oh, I'm going to the toilet. Because the toilet was downstairs and the exit was actually behind me. So for me to leave, I'd have to walk past you to get out the door. So I was thinking, I'm actually stuck here. I'm stuck here. I'm not eating much today. So anyway, like, I'm trying to eat quick because I want to duck. I want to eat and go. He's just all over the place. Like, just nothing. Like, no manners, nothing. Like, just nothing. And I quickly learned that you ain't no event planner. Like, he definitely didn't have a job. I think he was probably selling weed at the time. Like, if you're selling weed, you do your thing in it. I'm not judging you. But don't tell me you do one thing and you don't do it. Like, or you just because you helped out with one event in your lifetime, it means you're an event planner. No, babe. It doesn't. So, yeah. So, anyway, eat the food, pay the bill, leave. Because I'm such a dickhead and I'm polite, I offered him a lift home. Anyway, gave him a lift home, cool. Do you want to come in? No, not really. Oh, just come to the... So I'm being polite again. I didn't want to go in. Get there. To find out you live in a hostel, what, you couldn't tell me? Like, this guy just lied about bare stuff, like... Or withheld information. Lived in a hostel, if you ever saw his room. If you live in a hostel, you live in a hostel, innit? But if you got guests or you know you want to invite someone in, tidy your room. And don't let me sit. You know when somewhere is so messy you don't even know where to sit. Like, I'm bare like sitting on the corner. Like, it was just a whole mess. I don't know why I went in the first place. It was just a whole mess. I will never do that to myself again. Never ever again. And obviously, he had ADHD, but he said he didn't take the medication for it because it don't make him feel well. Cool, whatever, innit? But, like, I'll tell you one thing. I think, went to his house, sitting somewhere, because I can't even remember where I was sitting while he was trying to tidy up around me. And then I think he smoked a zoo. And after that, he was cool again. Like, he was the guy I had been talking to on the phone, like, the cool, laid-back person sort of thing. Anyway, so that was the end of that. I went home. I was pissed as well because, like, you live all the way in South. It wasn't worth it. I'm driving home a whole hour and I'm vexed. Like, you just pissed me off. I'm vexed. Like, the whole evening was a disaster. From before we even started the actual date. Like, why are you teething in Tesco's as a joke? How does that make any sense? So, and then I think... Obviously, I knew you ain't never going to see me again, sweetheart. No. You're not going to see me again. So, like, the next day he was messaging me, and I didn't want to, like, sort of break it off so soon. Because I'm polite. I was extra polite them times. I don't know why I'm such a dickhead. But I thought... I'll somewhat entertain him for a couple of days. And then I'll let him down gently. or hopefully it will fizzle out. Obviously, me hoping that it would fizzle out, it didn't work at all. So one day I kind of just messaged him and was like, what did I say? I know I was chatting some crap, but what did I say? Something along the lines of, I just need to take some time for myself. I've got some things to sort out in my life and I don't have time, or something like this. I don't have time, or something like that. And he basically, I don't know if he didn't believe me, but he basically said to me, what's the real reason? And then I just basically said to him, you're just a bit much for me. Like, I'm quite a chilled, laid back person, whereas you're quite upbeat and busy, and you're just a bit much for me. Like, that's the only way I could put it, because I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And they call me a bitch. And obviously that extra politeness, being too polite don't get you nowhere. Obviously be polite, but don't be taken for a mug. So I was just like to him, you're just a bit much for me. I'm quite a chilled, laid back person. You're more upbeat than I am, like, sort of thing. Man, he cussed me out. Fuck you anyway, blah, 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 diddle-da. So I was like, all right, well, take care. and then I think either I blocked him or he blocked me. I don't know, but no, I think I blocked him after that. And I definitely learnt my lesson. And it's just like, he just continued to, what's the word? Continue to prove me right about my views on the people I've met from South so far, because it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it was, but like, and it wasn't the fact that he had ADHD either. I don't know how to word this. It was just a lot. It was a lot, okay? Let me tell you something, to all people out there who are like how I was now, too polite, too nice to say something, whatever, follow those red flags, okay? If the red flag's in your face, you need to listen to them and follow them. Otherwise, you'll end up having situations like what I had that time. And, when you just, like, I can't explain it, like, I just could not wait to leave, and I could not wait just to get home and just be away from you. And then on top of that as well, it's like, the way he cussed me out when I basically, like, broke it off with him, I was thinking, fuck, like, this guy knows where I work. Like, is he going to come to my workplace and just start making noise? Like, it was just a lot. And I think I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt at the beginning, because obviously the conversations were, like, he was good to talk to. Like, he was actually good to talk to. But he basically lied about a lot of stuff. And it was just a bit much for me. Like, it was just too much. It was too much for me, okay? Too much. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. So, yeah, that's my story on the worst date I've ever had. And, yeah. But on another note, who started Stranger Things? Season 3 is out, and, I started it. It came out, last Thursday? I only started the first, was it the first episode? Yeah, I started the first episode today, because it's like, all week I've been wanting to watch it, but it's like, I've come in from work and I've been bare tired, or I'm doing stuff. It's like, I feel like Stranger Things needs my full attention. So I had longed it off for over a week, but I watched the first episode today, and after watching that first episode, I was thinking, well, shit then. This is going to be my evenings for the next couple of days till I finish it, because Stranger Things is just too good. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it. Like, yes, it's got aliens and stuff in it, but it's actually really good. Like, I'm telling you, you need to watch Stranger Things. If you don't know, get to know. Stranger Things is name. But yeah, just a little story on the bad date. And get on Stranger Things if you haven't watched it. Oh yeah, Garage Nation, the festival. It was really good, but I'd definitely say that last year was better. The Saturday, I think one of the reasons why I didn't enjoy it as much is because that's when it was like 30 degrees or 31 degrees, so it was quite hot. And the heat was just getting to me too. And then, like, in the tents, it was even hotter because obviously there's a lot of people. But I just feel like last year it was better in terms of, like, it was just flowing. Like, when we, every time you went in, like, every song was a tune. Like, this year it was kind of like, there was some dry bits, like, oh, I don't want to go in there, I don't want to go in there, whatever. And then the Sunday, I wasn't going to go on the Sunday because obviously I had one of my friends' weddings, but I was able to go to the wedding and then go to Garage Nation. And surprisingly, Sunday was a lot busier, and I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that busy. It was a lot busier, and Sunday was actually better. Yeah. And yeah, it was a good day. Went on the rides that was there, and it was just good. It was good. But last year was definitely better. But right now, I'm trying to see about some other festivals. But until I get my ticket, there's no point in even talking about it. So, yeah. If you're new to my channel, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And also, to all my other subscribers and people who watch it, please click on that bell button so you get notified when I upload a video, because they're only just going to get better. Me and one of my besties, Kareem, are going to start doing a few mukbangs together. And, like, we're a funny duo, us two. To be honest, I think we're quite funny. And I think you guys would enjoy it. So, yeah, that's soon to come. I'm gonna do something with one of my little cousins, Janae. I haven't forgotten about you, darling. And yeah, so like I said, please comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.